There's an extraordinary insight from the beginning of this week's parsha as Avraham is recovering from the extraordinary bris milah, the circumcision that he had undergone at the age of 99. And now, as he was recovering, God appears to him. He has this great spiritual revelation, as it says in the first verse of this week's Parhas Vayera Elav Hashem be'Elonei Mamre. God appears to Abraham in Elonei Mamre. And as Abraham is about to get this tremendous spiritual revelation, it says that he lifts up his eyes and he sees three strangers walking down the road, and he says to God, Vayomar, and he says, please excuse me for a moment, I have a mitzvah to do, I have to go ahead and engage in hospitality and make them a meal. This seems to be awfully bizarre because you don't put God on hold, especially for three strangers down the road. What is Avraham doing? In fact, if you would think for a moment to try to imagine a spirituality scale from 1 to 10, and try to think about where a spiritual revelation with God would rank, I would think it's probably a 10. And offering three strangers a meal, maybe a 5 or a 6, but definitely doesn't come close to a spiritual revelation by God himself. So what is Avraham doing when he puts God on hold for the mitzvah of Hachnasas Orchim, of hospitality? And this tells us a tremendous lesson that it is that God put us in this world. He created us in this image. We're supposed to emulate his ways. We're supposed to be doers. Just as he is kind, we're supposed to be kind. Just as he is compassionate, we're supposed to be compassionate. And we're supposed to be proactively engaging in opportunities that live up to this expectation. And therefore, Abraham would always seek out opportunities for kindness. He would seek out opportunities that he can be a doer and he can go ahead and goodness and kindness to other people. And of course he was going to go ahead and receive this great spiritual revelation. But that's not what he was put in this world to do. He was put in this world to be a proactive resource and vehicle to bring goodness into this world by living up to his expectation of being B'Tselem Elokim in God's image. Folks, in our lives, we have many opportunities to go ahead and be resources for good in this world. We have an opportunity many times to not just do chesed, but we should seek out opportunities to bring goodness and kindness into the world. And that's how we can utmost live up to our expectations of going in God's image. Have a wonderful Shabbos.